What you need to know for Diablo IV, Vessel of Hatred's launch. Prepare for the next chapter of Diablo IV. Become the apex predator of the jungle as the all-new Spiritborn class. Expand your map to journey into the new region of Nahantu in search of Neyrelle, who is both suffering the fate of her choice to imprison the Prime Evil Mephisto and seeking a means to destroy him. Recruit mercenaries to aid you in combat, fight together in a new PvE co-op activity, and more. Pre-purchase and instantly unlock in-game reward star. When is the Diablo IV DLC release date? The Diablo IV DLC release date is October 8, 2024 on Steam and Battle.net for PC. Despite now owning Blizzard, Microsoft hasn't announced any plans to make Vessel of Hatred available on its Game Pass subscription service when it launches. The base game is available there, but it's looking like you'll have to buy the expansion along with everyone else when it drops. A new era of Diablo IV is nearly upon you, Wanderer. Directly following the events of the main campaign, a new chapter launches you back into the fire. Track down the lost Neyrelle while the people of Nahantu fight the hatred-fueled demons spreading through their sacred land. Buying the DLC is the only way to access the new Nahantu region, the new Spiritborn class, runes and runewords, and mercenaries. Expand Sanctuary to discover new towns and bygone civilizations shrouded in the vast jungle of Nahantu. Battle courageously through new dungeons and strongholds and take on new enemies from ferocious demons to warring tribes, the likes of which could only thrive amidst the hellish overgrowth of Kurast or the barren desert of Tegonze. What's new in the Diablo IV DLC? The Diablo IV DLC will mark a new chapter in the dark fantasy action RPG, continuing the campaign and updating its existing systems. Blizzard only just started to detail the new features coming with it in the last few months. The first major reveal was the new Spiritborn class, which I recently had hands-on with at Blizzard's campus in Irvine, California. The Spiritborn resembled Diablo III's monks if they could also drop a giant centipede god on their foes. The biggest gaming news, reviews, and hardware deals. New region. The campaign is set in Nahantu, a jungle located on the southern tip of the map. New class. The Spiritborn will be the 6th class and fight with martial arts and spiritual animal guardians. Mercenaries. You can recruit specialized NPC companions to fight alongside you and give you unique buffs. A PvE co-op dungeon. A new endgame co-op dungeon will have multiple boss fights and unique rewards. New skills. Each class will receive new skills, paragon boards, and paragon glyphs to play with. New dungeons. Several new dungeons, monsters, and bosses will crawl out of hell in the expansion. Runewords. New rune items will drop that can be combined to create custom skills that can even come from other classes. Prepare for the next chapter of Diablo IV. Your search for Neyrelle takes you deep into an ancient jungle in an attempt to uncover Mephisto's malicious agenda and put his corruption to an end once and for all. But be warned, within infernal jungle mists await gruesome new foes, plotting your demise. Your survival and the fate of Neyrelle's soul hang in the balance. Play the Vessel of Hatred campaign. The Vessel of Hatred campaign requires you to have purchased the Vessel of Hatred expansion. To begin, create a new character on either the Eternal or Seasonal Realm or play as an existing character from the Eternal Realm. You can select to skip campaign if you want your new character to go right to the beginning of the Vessel of Hatred campaign. For those new to Diablo IV, we recommend starting your journey by completing the base game campaign for the full experience before beginning the Vessel of Hatred campaign. However, if you're eager to go immediately to the expansion content, you will need to complete the prologue for the main campaign on one character to unlock the option to skip the main campaign on a newly created character. How does the Diablo IV DLC's new class work? The Diablo IV DLC will add the Spiritborn class to the game. They're a martial arts class who use skills based on powerful animal gods from the spirit realm. They can dart around dungeons with quick dashes and call down spirit guardians to wipe out packs of monsters. Eagle, movement speed and range skills. Gorilla, damage reduction and melee range skills. Jaguar, attack speed and mobility skills. Centipede, life steal and poison skills. How do the Diablo IV DLC's mercenaries work? There are 4 mercenaries to choose from. A hare, a shield bearer who can protect you with the barrier. Variana, a melee fighter who gains power by killing several enemies in a row. Aldkin, a child who can transform into a demon for powerful ranged and AoE attacks. Subwa, an archer who can rain arrows on enemies from far away. What is the Diablo IV DLC story about? The Diablo IV DLC story takes place in Nahantu, a jungle region at the southern end of Diablo IV's world map. Diablo 2 players will recognize it as the Torajan jungle where the city Kurast is located, which you'll be able to visit again in the expansion. Nahantu is the home of the Spiritborn, and it's also where Neyrelle, the young girl we meet in Act 1 of the campaign, has taken Mephisto, the expansion's primary antagonist. Mephisto is particularly bad news because he's one of the series' ultimate villains known as the Prime Evils. These powerful demon brothers, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo, are always scheming to destroy Sanctuary and never stay dead for very long. Neyrelle has Mephisto trapped in a soul shard, but, as we see in the last trailer, he's still able to manipulate stuff while he's stuck in there. Given the expansion's title,